duo. Dynamic duo.
Well, I wish it would have been a dynamic duo last night for the Mavericks and the Cowboys, but it wasn't, unfortunately.
Actually, it was.
I got hot air.
Boy, let me tell you something.
Hold on. It's constellation. Getting reports right now. It's bonkers in the AAC right now. Stars just died, and the momentum meter is all the way pointing to Dallas.
Hey, you all we got. Chicken, you and the Stars are all we got right now. You all we got. Hey, man, you know you watch a lot of college football, right? And they always got like different like catchphrases or segments for if something big happens on it's called like Shake Up Saturday or Upset Saturday and stuff like that. Well, yesterday was Hot Hell Monday. Hot Hell Monday, boy, because hot hell was getting served all around. I mean, all around.
I would like to prepare you. I would like to prepare you and let you know that there's another. There could be another Hot Hell Monday in a couple weeks when the Cowboys play the Raiders in the Mavericks.
Why not? Why not? Hey, why not? Listen. We came in. Listen, guys. We came in to yesterday knowing we kind of figured that the Rockets was gonna handle the Mavericks. But kudos to the Mavs for sticking in there to the bitter end, but just didn't have enough bullets in the gun. We kind of figured that was gonna happen. That we gonna get at least one hot L. That like I said, the Mavericks gonna lose. But my God, in front of God Himself and Stephen A. Smith, the Dallas Cowboys came out there. And of all people, Jacoby Brissett, a.k.a. this is so blanking easy, came in and shut AT&T Stadium down once again. It's kind of disappointing that not just one team is undefeated in your building, but two teams. I didn't know this. The Packers are not the only undefeated team in the AT&T Stadium. The Cardinals are undefeated also, and they have never suffered a loss in AT&T Stadium. So the Cowboys have two teams that have never suffered losses in their own building. Wow, what a day! What a disgusting day. As we look to this season. Yes, I know. I get it. The Cowboys made some cute little trades. We're going to talk about it. But as far as this season, it's over. It's over. If you can't beat the Arizona Cardinals, if you can't beat the Carolina Panthers, if you can't beat Chicago Bears, there's no way you can beat the Kansas City Chiefs. You can't beat the Detroit Lions. You ain't beating the Eagles. You ain't beating the Vikings. You ain't beating none of them. So, like I said before, Walt, last Sunday, we'll see you all in April. For the NFL, the Cowboys still will have two first-round picks in this year's draft. We'll see you in April. Get ready for the draft. I'm be doing my homework on college players. I'm already doing my homework on college players. Looking at defensive players. Apparently, looking at our offensive line, we probably need two new tackles also because our tackles suck. If anybody didn't notice, Terrence, they lied and said Terrence still had migraines. He got benched last night. They said it was migraines, but he got benched. Tyler
the player who replaced him didn't do any better, so no matter.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's how bad Terrence still was. Tyler Guyton was getting his butt whipped all night. So
the Arizona Cardinals have played 14 road games on Monday Night Football. They are 4-10 in those games. All 4 wins were against the Cowboys.
Yeah, all 4 wins were against the Cowboys. All 4 wins are against the Cowboys. The only Monday night wins have been against the Cowboys. That lets you know Where we at?
Did you know that since 2020, the Dallas Cowboys have not defeated the Arizona Cardinals?
Yeah, since 2020, the Cowboys have not defeated Arizona Cardinals in the last 11 games. The Cardinals have won 8 of them. They've won 8 of the last 9, including now 4 straight games, 4 straight wins over the Dallas Cowboys, and 2 of those were without Kyler Murray. Remember last night's game? But we do remember 2 years ago when the Cowboys went to Arizona. You remember?
Josh Dobbs.
Josh Dobbs came in and handed them a hot air.
We was in Rockwall. That ass whooping was so bad. Remember that ass whooping was so bad. We had a storm come through and blow us up. Shut us down.
We had to get the heck up out of there, boy. It was lightning and everything. I said, man, the man upstairs was angry at his football team that day. Come in and get a hot air like that to Dobbs. But anyway, yeah, man, it's pretty bad around here in Cowboyville. But the Cowboys.
Can I just say one thing? I resent the statement that you said that this is over with, because it's not. Because I don't know if you saw today, Kendrick, but
what did I see? What did I see? What I was supposed to see something.
Yeah, breaking news, Kendrick. If you've been living under a rock today, the Dallas Cowboys actually made 2 moves today that would make you proud. And
make me proud. What? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're not proud of the moves the Cowboys made today?
Let's see how proud I am. Come on, let's go ahead and name them. Go ahead and name them. Go ahead.
All right. So the Dallas Cowboys swindle a deal against they swindled a deal against the New York Jets for Quentin Williams, a 3-time Pro Bowler?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
And
that's nice.
Also, the Cowboys make a vigorous move with the Cincinnati Bengals to get Logan Wilson, middle linebacker, to join the team today.
Did you know who Logan Wilson was before they made the trade for him? Could you point him out? Could you point him out? Could you point him out if you saw him walk down the street? Logan Wilson. I'm just saying. Listen, I get it. I hear you trying to do all the fan clapping. I mean, it's cute. It's two cute little trades, but it's not gonna help him this year. Listen, listen. As far as the Logan Wilson, I'm about to call him Logan Paul. He kind of looks like one of those Logan Paul brothers.
Logan Paul, no, don't do that. It's not Logan Paul. It's Logan Wilson. Get that right.
He kind of looks like one of those meatheads, those Paul brothers. But that's a Logan Wilson, the same Logan Wilson who couldn't get off the bench for the Cincinnati Bengals.
Put a little respect on his name, okay? He's your middle linebacker.
So the same Logan Wilson who couldn't get off. Guys listen to me. The same Logan Wilson who couldn't get off the bench for the Cincinnati Bengals. The same Logan Wilson that the Cincinnati Bengals gave up on, saying, "Yo, we're gonna start these 2 young guys because we think you're overpaid and you suck." The same Logan Wilson, who by the way, comes into the Dallas. This is how bad the Cowboys defense. He comes in being now the Cowboys' leading pass deflector or pass defender. So he's got more knockdown passes than Deron Bland does. That linebacker. So I get it. I get it. It's cute. It's a little cute, but it's a little too late. And as for the other guy, his name's Quentin Williams. It's kind of funny that the Cowboys get they need a pass rusher, but they're so bad in the middle, they have to now get another defensive tackle to replace the other defensive tackle they traded for the pass rusher. So let me get this straight. Okay, I'm just follow me. Just follow me, won't you? You traded for 2 defensive tackles, and you already signed another one, OC, to a big contract. So you got all these defensive tackles, and you still have not have not, you still, in the trade deadline's over with. I'm just trying to think. You still have not solved the pass rushing problem you have. So you got a bunch of D tackles who can stop the run, and none of them are pass rushers. Make that make sense. I'm just trying to think. But I was told that Kenny Clark, when he was traded for Michael Parsons, that Kenny Clark was going to change the whole defensive line. That's what I was told. And so now in the span of what? That was done in August, September, November. I mean, not in October. Yeah, not even 3 months. You tell me now, Kenny Clark has been so bad, we got to go get another D tackle to replace the D tackle we traded for, to replace the other D tackle, OC, that we paid all the money for. He's no good. So, in all that, while you're giving all these hand claps, all these claps, these standing ovations, really cute. The fact of the matter is the Cowboys solved none of the issues. I mean, I like Quentin Williams. He was a good player on a bad football team. And he's got traded to be basically the same player. A good player on a bad football team. I mean, the Jets were so bad, somebody had to get the sack. Somebody had to get the tackle. Why not been Mr. Quentin Williams? I mean, somebody had to do it. I mean, so he did it. So he's a 3-time Pro Bowler. Big whoop-de-doo. What was the Jets' record? Not that good. So what? He was a big star on the Jets. What was their record? Not that good. They traded for 2 defensive players on bad football teams. On some of the worst football teams.
Hold on now.
In the league.
Wait a minute now. Quentin Williams is actually good.
So what? Oh, is he actually good? So what did he do up with the Jets that made him actually good this season? Did he do anything? Because I'm looking at the Jets record. They just won their first game. I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, he's a 3-time Pro Bowler.
How long that's been? How long that's been?
Because you can't go by that because everybody has put on the Jets. Even the Jets have.
Sir, this is America, sir. I can go by anything I want to. I have the right to go by whatever I want to. Listen.
Yeah, don't listen. Don't use that as a measuring stick, okay? The
Jets
use
that as a measuring stick.
Yeah, don't use that.
Hold on. This is how bad it is. We just played the Jets. I didn't remember Quentin Williams making a single play in that game. We just played him, about 3 weeks ago, right? I don't remember seeing Quentin Williams dominate anything. If he couldn't dominate the Cowboys, then how in the world he gonna come in and also be the spark for the he was so bad that game. I'm trying to figure out why was Jerry Jones even looking his way. I don't remember. Somebody on the chat, let me know. Did Quentin Williams do anything in that game against the Cowboys? Did he do anything? Because I don't remember seeing his name. We do the game. We talk about the game. I don't remember. I do the stats. I do the stats and facts on my phone. I don't remember calling Quentin Williams on a stat. Maybe a tackle. That was it. So I'm trying to put this big whoop-de-doo on Quentin Williams that he just saved the Cowboys. I thought that was supposed to be Kenny Clark. I thought Kenny Clark was supposed to save the Cowboys.
He's a 3-time Pro Bowler. What are we saying?
I was told.
Okay, well, Kenny Clark didn't.
I was told 2 months ago that Kenny Clark was going to save the Cowboys defense. He was going to shut down the run because we need a run stopper. Now you telling me I got Kenny Clark. We got to replace Kenny Clark with another run stopper. We got 3 run stoppers that's getting paid big money, and we still have no pass rush. And you know what killed us last night? Because we couldn't get to the quarterback. So I'm trying to figure out what leaped and bounds.
No, what killed us last night was Arizona actually had a game plan last night.
Well, that ain't hard.
Arizona defense actually looked good last night.
Well, it's easy to look good against the Cowboys. And speaking of Cowboys offense, this daunting Cowboy offense, this high-powered Cowboy offense, what we've been hearing, this Cowboy offense who just can't be stopped. Stars all over the field. a same Dallas Cowboy offense that now in the last 2 weeks have scored when Dak Prescott was on the field, when it was go time, have scored a total of 27 points in 2 games. This same offense. So now you resorted all your stuff to defense. You thought maybe you need to be doing some offensive trades this today, because your offense looked just as bad yesterday as your defense did. I mean, they scored 17 points, and only 10 of them was by the offense. 10 by the offense. The week before, when Dak Prescott was on the field, they scored 17. The other 7 was scored by the backup quarterback and the number 4 receiver. This Dallas Cowboy team is done. Like I said before, Quentin Williams not gonna save nothing. Logan, what is his name? Logan Wilson. He not gonna save nothing. I agree with Shams. This is a next season move, because we all got about next season. The Cowboys are 3-5-1, and they're losing tiebreakers by the mile. They lost tiebreakers to the Carolina Panthers. They've lost tiebreakers to Chicago Bears. They've already lost tiebreakers to, well, you can forget about the division. That's over with. And now they lost a tiebreaker to the Arizona Cardinals. So, the
problem is that the NFC West is so good that all 3 of them just might make the play. All 3 of the teams just might make the playoff.
It's not just the NFC West. I mean, crap.
You still got the Lions and the Packers
and the Vikings.
You got Tampa Bay and you might have to look out for Carolina. Carolina can wild card.
Yeah, because they picked the Cowboys. I mean, the Cowboys are so far back in tiebreakers. There's no way they're not going to the playoffs. They just ain't. I mean, it's over. It's over.
In the NFC North, you got the Packers, the Lions, and the Vikings. The Vikings get wild card.
Yeah, all these teams have, and the teams that you're right there with, Carolina, Bears, Cardinals, you've all lost to. Those are conference losses.
The only way the Dallas Cowboys can even entertain going to the playoff, they have to win every game from here on out, and I mean every game.
And that's not gonna happen. They ain't going up to Detroit, beating Detroit. They're not beating Philadelphia.
I mean, they have to literally win every game.
They're not going up to Minnesota and beating Minnesota. They're not doing that. They're not doing that. They're not good enough. And now, since the offense stinks now, I mean, what do we expect? I mean, did we really expect that the offense was actually going to put up 30-something points, 40 points a game? It wasn't going to happen. It wasn't realistic. It's just like my boy Jason Holly said. It wasn't realistic. And now the Cowboys, the vaunted offense playing at home, that was proved to be false. They were god awful, and we see it right there. The Cowboys, I mean, the first drive was great. They was moving the ball up,
and then they didn't go for the field goal, and that's where this game went sour. And
then, for the love of Mike McCarthy, he must have snuck back in and took the play sheet, because once again the Cowboys in the red zone, and they fart the pillar. So you can say that, why do you take the 3? But you're not the Cardinals defense. It's not like you're sitting up there playing against Denver's.
It's actually pretty good.
But it's not Denver's. It's not Seattle's. Right there. Your offense should be good enough to get to have 4 downs enough to get a touchdown. And the Cowboys just wasn't good enough. They just wasn't good enough when it counted. Things reared their ugly head. Like I said, the tackles, Tyler Guyton and Terrence Steele. You saw Terrence Steele falling down right there. Terrence Steele, the questionable migraine. He just was benched. The tackles all. Even our boy Tyler Smith, he was.
Look at how quick they in on these guys, man.
I mean, even Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker was god awful in this game. I mean, they were helping their offensive line.
Look at this. Look at Dak. Dak couldn't get set for nothing, man. I mean, these guys was on Dak like shit on flies last night.
Yeah. So the offensive line was trash. So that's something we got to look.
Watch when he hikes the ball. Look how he has to run. He has to run to get out of the way of every. So and whoever that was filling in for Terrence Steele last night, good Lord.
Well, that's how bad Terrence Steele is. So you got a right tackle issue. So you got to look at that in the draft.
Look at this. Dak can't even get set. Look at that. Dak can't even get set.
You got a left tackle issue, and so it looked like Tyler Guyton's headed down the Mozzie Smith train. He's gonna be a bust. Also, can we talk about the secondary issue that Deron Bland seems to be a guy who just got his money and just all of a sudden he feel like he quit football. I mean, how many times has that guy has been getting beaten this season? That's Dak Prescott. He's got that far away look in his eyes. Yeah, that's my boy GP3. Who knowing that maybe I should stay with the Steelers. Maybe it wasn't bad up there in Pittsburgh. They may be going to the playoffs. I mean, look at this. I mean, from drive one, well, the Cardinals did whatever they wanted. I mean, Jacoby Brissett. If anybody didn't know who Jacoby Brissett was before last night, you know now. Unfortunately, it was at the hands of the Cowboys. An NFL journeyman, a guy has been on the Patriots. He's been in Carolina. I think he's been with the Jets. He's been in Cleveland. I mean, he's been on more teams. I mean, Jesus. I mean, he comes in and he just gives it to the Cowboys. I mean, this guy, we didn't have a pregame, but I told you this would be the matchup. That would be the matchup. Mr. Jr. Marvin Harrison Jr. against Deron Bland.
Oh my God, Deron. And you know Marvin, the reason Marvin Harrison on Deron Bland is exactly why I want Matt Eberflus fired. That's exactly why I want him fired. Whose idea was it to leave Deron Bland one-on-one with Marvin Harrison Jr.? First off, that's a mixed match to begin with, okay? There's a height advantage already there. Okay. Apparently there's a quickness mismatch.
Yeah, it's that too. Yeah, listen. Unfortunately, he's your best corner. God dog it. I know he's your best corner. And boy, he got ate up. He got ate up. So you ain't gonna put Elam on him. I mean, the Cowboys. Look at that.
You have to double team him.
Listen, the Cowboys.
I hope that play is coming up here in just a few seconds.
The Cowboys tried, so they tried, man. It didn't work. I mean, I said that was the matchup of the night. Marvin Harrison Jr. against Deron Bland, and it wasn't even. I mean, if that was a fight, they was stopped in the first. I mean, that thing. I mean, good Lord. I mean, he ate that kid. I mean, he ate him up alive. Marvin Harrison Jr. I mean, that dude right there, he's the truth. And we got to talk about these penalties. Cowboys going back to the old ways, getting a lot of penalties in this game. Just penalty after dumb penalty on both sides of the line of scrimmage. But yeah, Marvin Harrison Jr. had himself a day. And also the tight end. I forgot his name. He had himself a day also. Everything worked for the Arizona Cardinals as they dominated that game on Monday Night Football, 27-17, and my Lord, it wasn't really that close. I mean, the Cowboys tried to get a little Mickey Mouse touchdown at the end, but it was done. It was done. I mean, and the season was done.
As we do any event of a post game show, we've got some post game interviews here, and I would like to start with my guy Jerry Jones first. I would just like to get this out of the way early.
Boy, get ready because I'm going to go on a rant after we it is.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's him, Joe. Did he drink his Ovaltine?
Let's go to Jerry after the game last night. He was
on something this morning. Yesterday morning. Yeah, he looked real humble when he looked Monday morning. He looked real humble Monday night.
Got it? You started off the day by saying that you had a trade ready to go.
Yeah.
Do you have a trade still ready to go?
We still can, yes.
It wasn't dependent on this outcome?
Understand what I said. Absolutely, we did. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow, you shouldn't. Obviously, for our fans, thought we would play better than this. We just came out and they had a good game plan. Cardinals did. Very disappointing. About all I can say about it.
Troy Aikman said that maybe you should consider not making a trade now, based on what he saw tonight. Does this change your opinion at all?
Again, I hear opinions, and you can rest assured that, at least through my mind, that all those considerations are there. It was there before this game. It was there when we started the season about whether you make a trade or not. But what's got this on point is tomorrow's our trade deadline. And we've either got to or get off the pot by tomorrow afternoon.
Jerry, do you expect a number of changes at the bye week for you guys?
What?
Do you expect a number of changes at the bye week for you guys?
Again, I realize we have a bye. As far as numbers of changes, when you say personnel, you're limited on what you can change. To some degree, we've got an opportunity because we've got a trading deadline to look at possible trades. We'll look at that in light of everything that we've looked at since training camp, since right now. We'll sit down here and see what tomorrow brings, and tomorrow does include tonight, for sure.
What was your biggest takeaway from this game?
Excuse me?
Biggest takeaway from this game?
Our turnovers and our mistakes. And those are tough to overcome. And then I thought once we got in a situation where they could pin their ears back, then it was tough to block.
Jerry, you mentioned personnel.
Could change your approach?
Again, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that tomorrow's our trade deadline. There's a lot of reasons why you wouldn't talk about tomorrow, because we've got competition out here. We'll see the trade might have considered.
Jerry, why say that you had a trade done? Why would you say that you had a trade done earlier today?
Because everybody knows it's subject to tomorrow. You can't have a trade done if you haven't gotten it done. Okay? So we'll see what goes tomorrow. I told you, and I didn't say. I said we were going to have a trade that'll be consummated tomorrow. That's what I said.
You guys are 3-5-1. You guys are 3-5-1 now. What gives you hope that this thing can turn around?
Well, I don't think the very game itself, as long as you're mathematically involved, you should be there to go do it. I'll tell you this, I want to come out here and have a game that we can manage under our terms and get a win. And I think that's good for the end of this year or for any other year you might have. We need to go out and have a plan, execute it. I'm real surprised that we didn't do better tonight, especially offensively, but you can't have those kinds of mistakes, fumbles, and plan on having the kind of outcome you want.
Jerry, could you see a change being made on the coaching staff? You've been talking about personnel tonight. Could you see there being an adjustment?
I'm not commenting on what type of adjustments that may be made. We made adjustments last week. But I'm just saying you saw making those adjustments. And this week we made adjustments for this week. And I'm sure there'll be some adjustments this coming week, but the nature of them, whether it's on personnel, whether it's offense, defense, I'm not pinpointing tonight at all. I did not plan on sitting here addressing some of the issues that we had tonight, but obviously what it is what it is, so we'll address them.
Jerry, you talked about this being a playoff caliber team potentially. How much hope do you still have in that conference?
Well, I think we should look at how we're playing, how we played the last two games. I think we should measure what we think we can do to play better with any adjustments that we might be making. Obviously, I thought that we'd make a better showing offensively tonight. I was surprised. I give them some credit. They were able to thwart what we had in mind as far as our offense is concerned. But I didn't plan on this. I hate it for everybody involved. We'll make decisions accordingly as we look at it tomorrow. I'm going to repeat it again. There is no trade. You can make as many trades as you want to between now and deadline tomorrow. Because we played tonight rather than Sunday, then I was able to the day before to say we'll see what happens the day of the day. We had the ability to look at this game. You asked me if it affects the trades. I don't really think so.
What are your thoughts on your third down defense tonight?
Well, again, I thought I was really surprised. Early, I thought we had a good stops. I thought we made a lot of mistakes tonight. All over, on both sides of the ball.
You're in 68 games. How much of an uphill battle is history?
When you've won only 3 games at this juncture, then you recognize you've got a lot of ground to make up. And I'm very aware of that. And yes, I would agree with you. It is an uphill battle. Can we have the kinds of things we were pointing on? I was certainly hoping we'd have a couple more wins on the win column before we started taking advantage of any opportunities to change the roster. And so that's still there under consideration.
Would this result motivate you to make more deals?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. Let's see what it brings. I would hate to say I wouldn't make a deal and get the deal of a lifetime tomorrow that would cover a lot of bases for us. And so I don't really ever have any problem leaving it open until it's over. And now I'm being very realistic. We've won 3 ball games, and here we are with this juncture. So I do know how to add it. I mean, I'm not trying to be trite, but I can add it up and look at the numbers of games we've got left and what potential combinations of records could get you in the playoff. We have all that down real good.
Would you like to see Brian kick the field goal there and instead of going for it there when it was 27-10, you could have made it 27-13?
Yeah, well, he missed it. Oh, Brian on the first, on the field goal?
In the third quarter.
Okay, in the third. I thought you were talking about the first field goal that we didn't kick.
No.
All right,
No,
I'm not going to get into that right now. That is second guess, and that's not what I should be doing.
Jerry, what do you see from this team that gives you hope that if you do make a couple of deals, you guys could be in a position to be as competitive as you want them to be or think they can be come January or maybe even possibly even later than that?
No, that's fair. That's very fair. And you got a lot of ground to make up. I'll grant anybody that. Can we get there with better play, less mistakes? Can we get there with that? Or we're going to have some personnel. We're going to have the opportunity to have some different personnel than has played the first part of this season, either buying through a trade or players that we've had coming. You guys have been hearing about that and reading about that here for weeks and weeks and weeks. The old Parcells quote, "You are what you are," right today. And we got to take a look at it, and you won't be disappointed that I didn't get carried away or get all illogical and do something that was all betting on us winning the Super Bowl. I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Were you discouraged by what you saw tonight?
Oh, I really had big hopes that we could come in here and win this game at home. Yeah, had big hopes. I'm very disappointed, and I'm very disappointed for everybody concerned. Disappointed for that locker room. Made a lot of mistakes out there tonight, and I see why we didn't win the game. Effort, that area out there. I like our effort. I really like our effort. But you can't just make continual self-inflicted mistakes and run into a situation where we had trouble keeping them off Dak tonight. We did when we certainly at the end when we got behind and weren't running the ball to give a little balance out there so he could have a little balance to deal with. So anyway, bottom line is that, guys, we have options, and one of the biggest options is whether to do it or not. You ask, does this win or loss tonight? I don't know. I don't know. We could conceivably see something that we ought to do in spite of tonight. And in answer to your question, no, there is no trade right now. We wouldn't have to make anything happen tomorrow. I want to be real clear about that. Okay? But there is one that I can do. Without question, there is one I can do. There is not one, but there is one that I can do. And I'm leaning toward doing it.
Okay.
What's the magnitude?
Yeah, again, now, I don't know. I wouldn't want to get into it, just the nature of everybody involved in the trade. But anything is significant if it's somebody that's going to be active in the games, on the field, that type of thing. So I don't want to diminish the trade, but we certainly, for what a player was going to bring to the table, for whatever happened tonight, we need that player to bring that to the table, no matter what happened tonight. But does it make sense? And more than likely it does for the one that we can do. And I know I'm talking in circles, but I'm talking in circles because I'm in a highly competitive situation. It doesn't end competition-wise until tomorrow at 3. So I could lose the trade.
There's no scenario in which you would consider being more of a sell mode, is there? Than adding?
No, not at all. I like our nuts and bolts a lot.
Jerry, you talk about
Don't like what's happening to the nuts and bolts, but I like it a lot.
Jerry, you talk about the competition for a trade. You know, other teams still can make calls. If you bring up the trade, do you think maybe other teams, including that team, know that maybe they could get more out of you?
No, I just don't want another team. If I'm interested in completing it, I don't want another team to step in and get him. I've had that happen several times, and it happens. That's what's going on out here. And in the NFL, nothing's done until both parties have given the submission to the league office at the same time, and that hadn't been done. That's why I can say there's no trade.
Hey, how surprised are you that a backup quarterback is able to come out and do this to you? You already had Russell had a huge game against y'all, then he got benched right after that.
Fair.
I mean, how surprising is that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I like the way we got after this quarterback in certain aspects of this game tonight. But I don't mind telling you, I was glad not to see Murray out there. So that's my answer to your question. How surprised are you? I thought we would play better tonight against him and against their defense. I really thought I'd play better, and we'd play better. And I'm anxious to see. I thought they did some serious work on the interior, on the front, on both fronts of theirs. I thought they had some good physical snaps, they being Cardinals.
How disappointed were you that your offense didn't do anything for 3 quarters?
Well, that's impressive for them and disappointing for us. I wouldn't have thought that we would have that kind of night at all. And that's weighing their team, our team. I would have thought we'd have had more, more offensive points to be tried, touchdowns to be tried. I really thought that. So this is very disappointing, very surprising that we're sitting here in this space, but we are. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I wish you'd give me more.
Oh. Chicken says, my mind is going around in circles listening to Jerry talk.
You ain't never lied. Ladies and gentlemen, what you saw right there was about 20 minutes worth of
Inside Kale.
20 minutes worth of gibberish. Mind numbing gibberish by what I believe is the worst general manager in sports. Jerry Jones, you saw a man that was humble. He was humble. He was embarrassed because that morning was great for Jerry. I mean, Jerry was on radio, he was on TV, and boy, he was hooting and hollering, and boy, he was playing out like, yeah, man, playing out guaranteed to win yesterday. I mean, he was hooting and hollering. Look at me and stuff like. I want to read you a quote. Read you a quote from Jerry Jones. Right here. All right, from John Machota. Just bear with me. Bear with me. This is all chicken. This is all Jerry Jones in one tweet. Cowboy on Jerry Jones on Sirius XM NFL radio to Stephen A. Smith. Quote: "What you do is a little bit of my philosophy." This is Stephen A. Smith, who was in the booth with him. And then when they cut to the camera on Stephen A. Smith, he quickly got his black behind up out of there and said, "Hey, man, I can't be a part of this. You can go on in there." The same Stephen A. Smith that calls Jerry Jones his fan base cockroaches and lower forms of life and not deserving of air and rat excrement and stuff like that. He's got him up in the booth with him. But anyway, I digress. Continue on. What you do, well, he's talking to Stephen A. Smith, what you do is a little bit of my philosophy. Controversy. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Not serial killing.
Creates cash.
Not serial killing. I don't know what that means. Not that, but controversy. The Dallas Cowboys probably have the kind of interest that we have in no small part because we stay out in front and we stay in controversy. When it gets slow, I stir that shit up. Quote: "The fact, I just want to be relevant. I just want you to be looking at us. Now, I don't think that has ever kept us from scoring a touchdown." Yeah, that's a lie. "I don't think it ever kept us from having a football player." That's a lie too. "I don't think it's ever kept us from having the financial wherewithal to get a football player." And that's a lie because you're cheap as heck. And we know y'all don't like to spend money. Unless the eyes are going off of y'all. And you're desperate. Quote: "Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jerry Jones in a sponge. And this is all what he always has been. Jerry Jones doesn't care about winning football games. He cares a lot about winning headlines. He just said it. He just admitted it right there. Whatever's happening, as long as the eyes on us. So if things are not going well on the football field, I'm going to do something to put the eyes on us. Not happen to be winning football games. What a general manager is supposed to be doing, what a president is supposed to be doing, what an owner is supposed to be demanding of his office to win football games. You remember when Jerry Jones, Walt may be a real youngin', but I remember this. Jerry Jones in 1989, he stood on the Dallas Cowboy podium and he banged the desk, say, "We will win. We have to win. Winning is the name of the game." You know why he said that? Because he put every dime he had into it, and if it didn't work, he was gonna be broke. He's gonna be broken. He's gonna be broken than I am, spending all that money on something down home. But that's another story.
You mean like when you go to Oklahoma? You mean like when you go to Oklahoma for a day and then you had to come back and clock back in because you spent all that money over there at the casino?
Exactly. But so he was striving for something. But now he don't have to strive. Now we just heard the Dallas Stars are gonna be doing a skating event at the AAC. He's good on money.
Big up.
He's good. Yeah, he's good.
Excited.
Yeah. Yeah, chicken excited. Cowboys still losing football game. I mean, and it was kind of cute that Jared tried to throw a shot at Michael Parsons. He basically referred to him as being lazy. Basically that's what the comment was when he said the injury table. Well, Jerry, I hate to tell you this, but some people said you're behind been on the injury table for 30 years now. The only reason why you got up off of it was to get a new stadium. And then after that, you got quickly right back on it. So, I don't understand the comment you trying to make, but it's fine. I know you butthurt. You stay butthurt. I mean, you are Al Davis sleeping in the owner's booth back in his last days. You are Brent Steinbrenner, one of your idols, with no pants on, going into the boardroom talking about how much you're the reason why Derek Jeter's a Yankee. That was your
You mean George Steinbrenner?
With tomato.
I don't think it's tomato. They work close.
But it's the fact of the matter is that he just admitted to the world on radio, Sirius Radio, that winning's not the main forte for him. It's being in the headlines. He's not committed to winning. He told you that. The reason why Jerry made the reason
If we're not winning.
He's not committed to winning. I just read the tweet. The reason why he made these trades, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why because he was embarrassed. He was embarrassed last night. He got embarrassed by his football team because he basically guaranteed a win in front of Michael Irvin, Stephen A. Smith, and all his hot dog friends. He basically was crowing and mowing yesterday morning. But it was all about him, and we're going to go on this run. And he ran straight into the ground in the span of 6 hours. The Cowboys were out-coached. They were out-played. They were out-manned. And more importantly, they were out-executed. And more importantly than that, they were out-organization. By a football team, the Arizona Cardinals, who had lost 5 straight, was on their backup quarterback. Defensively blew at least about 3 games in a row. Not going anywhere. But came in here and whooped up on your Dallas Cowboys. And then now we got to hear Jerry Jones basically look like he was walking back. Now, he did make the trade, but walking back the aggressiveness that he had that morning. Jerry Jones, and hear me now. Jerry Jones, the day that the Cowboys win the Super Bowl is the day probably Jerry Jones is going to be rolling out of Frisco feet first. Because it's not, they're not winning underneath him. Because he just told you winning is not the most important thing.
If we're not winning, being
in the headlines is the most important thing. I like controversy. Yeah, no. Well, it doesn't matter.
Controversy does create cash.
It doesn't matter. No. What then? The question is, why are you not winning? If we're not winning, you don't need to be in the headlines whether you're winning or not. You need to fix why you're not winning. And not winning is not trying to create controversy, trying to get in the headlines. You need to fix why you're not winning on the field. See, when he doesn't win on the field, he just forgets about on the field. And he just thinks about, well, I gotta do this other thing and just forget. He's the general manager. Name me what general manager in sports that unfortunately is not the owner and the president will say a comment like that and get fired the next day.
If you don't mind, can I ask you a quick couple questions real quick? If you don't mind, if I can just take time out of the day real quick, just ask you a question. So let's just go. Let's just
got another couple hours.
Let's just go down memory lane real quick. Let's just back down memory lane. I see the happiness. I see the pain. Let's just go back. So let me ask you this. So Tony Romo fumbling the snap at the 1 yard line. Is that Jerry Jones' fault or is that Tony Romo's fault?
That's Tony Romo's fault.
Okay. Dez Bryant, playoff, catching the ball in the playoffs. Is that, well, it was a catch, it wasn't a catch. Whose fault was that?
That was the referee's fault.
Okay. Dallas Cowboys versus the San Francisco 49ers. Time. I'm sorry. What was that? Wild card? After they had such a good year, that was the year we went and got a mark.
Pick one. Pick one. They own us. Pick one.
Okay. I'm just saying. No. Let me go back further. I skipped one. LA Coliseum against the Rams. Playoffs. What was that? Second round?
Yeah.
4-1. The Cowboys don't get the 4-1. Ezekiel Elliott gets stuffed. Cowboys lose the game. Question: whose fault was that? Was that Zeke's fault or was that Jerry Jones' fault?
Oh! I get it. I get it.
I'm just asking a couple questions.
Now I know the boards you're playing.
I'm just asking general questions.
You cherry pick plays. Listen, okay.
Hold on. If you
do know every play is either going to be successful or it's not. You're not going to be 100% on every single play, right?
Can I just finish where I'm going? I'm just going somewhere.
Okay.
I just want you. Now again, was that Ezekiel Elliott's fault or was that Jerry Jones' fault?
You know what I'm gonna say? It's Jerry Jones.
Okay, so 4-1. The Cowboys have a chance to win the game. Yeah. They don't get stopped. They get stopped 4-1 because Ezekiel Elliott doesn't get it, and that's Jerry Jones' fault. Okay, that's fine. I'll entertain. I'll entertain it.
You entertain it because who drafted Ezekiel Elliott? Oh, it was Jerry Jones. I mean, who signed Tony Romo? Oh, it was Jerry Jones.
Okay.
I mean, the players don't pick themselves on this team. They just don't get up and say, "Hey, I want to go there. I want to go there."
Can I finish?
Yeah, go ahead, man. It's Tuesday.
Dak Prescott. Aaron Rodgers, playoffs game. Comes down, throws a pass down the sideline to get the Cowboys in field goal range. And they lose by a field goal after the Cowboys just bought the game back and scored. Now, the Cowboys lose that game now. Is that Aaron Rodgers' fault or is that Jerry Jones' fault?
Jerry Jones' fault.
Okay. Jerry Jones' fault.
You know what? You know why it's Jerry Jones' fault?
Why?
Because he didn't put any money into the defense. He had a sorry defense, just like he did doing the dash catch. He had a sorry, so he didn't put any money in the defense to stop people. Same like this season. He don't put no money into the defense. He plays one side of the ball. Remember, he said, "I was shocked that our offense didn't play." But what offenses come and go? Why do you improve the defense this season?
Okay.
Oh, because you don't look that far.
Okay.
Like I said before, I get what you're saying. You're cherry picking plays.
I'm not. I'm going to all the playoff games. I'm going to all the playoff games that the Dallas Cowboys have been in.
Yeah. You are cherry picking plays on the field.
These are final game moments. These are final game moments in playoff games.
Yeah.
In playoff games.
Yeah. And who put those players on the field? Oh, it's Jerry Jones. He puts those players on the field. He's responsible for them, right? He's the owner, the GM, and the president. He let you know all three titles. Yeah, I'm responsible for the socks and the chops. So, when he said the buck stops here, well, yeah, when you run it all, the buck stops here. It stops right. It stops right at your leather face.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out how this is Jerry Jones' fault. When he picked the talent and put the talent on the field, and the talent has not delivered, but for Jerry Jones.
Because he picked the talent and put the talent on the field. So maybe his evaluation of the talent was bad. Okay, and speaking of that,
hold on, excuse me, sir. I would like to detest that. Now, how can you say such a thing like that when all these moments that I'm naming are final second game moments? They're final second moments of the game. They come down to the wire.
Sir, I'm so glad you told me this. I'm so glad you told me this when I talk about he picks the talent. Let me take you to the 2023 draft class. Yeah. Okay. You remember that draft class? I mean, you walked out the building.
Somehow I remember me walking out
Yeah.
of a bar.
You walked out the building when Jared made the first overall pick. You remember that? You left me high and dry. I ain't know nothing about doing no show. You left me for 15 minutes with some drunk dude was sitting there spitting beer in the back of my head. But I digress. All right, let's go back to it. All right. Mozzie Smith. Jared picked him. Luke Schoonermaker. Well, we saw his big bag. Jared picked him too. Oh, Devarian Overshawn. He's got a broke knee. You call him Jalen Smith 2.0. Okay. Vamaya Fohuko Jr. I don't even know this dude not even on the team. And Smith Richard, another guy not on the team. Eric Scott Jr. He was you had big hopes on him. Well, I remember we did a draft show. You talking about this guy's the guy right here. Eric Scott Jr. He's not on the team. Deuce Vaughn. If you want to come play with me, you want to come to work with me, you want to come work with me. Is he still on the team? No, I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while. And Jalen Brooks, wide receiver out of South Carolina. That's your 2023 draft class. And except for one is actually playing on the field. The others are either not here or hurt. Yes, that leads me to the comment what I just said. He's responsible for the talent on the field because he's the general manager, he's the president, he's the owner. So yeah, it is his fault.
So
he picked the play.
You just cherry picked the draft. So you just cherry picked the draft, huh?
It was. Listen, I wasn't going to use this for this, but you kind of walked into it. So, because you made that comment about, well, he doesn't. The talent, but no, well, he picks the talent. He picked a draft class that has one player on it, and he's a backup.
Okay.
He's a backup, and the rest of
all
them
those moments I gave you were close game moments where the team didn't deliver. And how's that Jerry Jones fault?
I get it, and I love you for it. I understand you're a Jerry guy, and you're buying for your boy right here. But it's been 30 years. So at some point after one decade, you gotta jump off the pot. I mean, it's been 3 decades, and all Jerry Jones is giving you is a thrown dish at a door, during the Philadelphia Eagles game. When you couldn't believe that the Cowboys had lost. He's giving you a drop your head moment when you had to wear a San Francisco 49er shirt, a polo, because you lost the bet. Because you lost the bet.
That's on the players.
No. It's on him because he is once again the owner, the president, and the general manager. So he's responsible for the players on the field. When you are general manager, you are responsible for the players on the field because you pick and sign the players. So that is your product. It's not like a regular owner who can sit up there and say, "Oh well, yeah, I own the team. I've signed a check, but hey, you do this job. You're not doing your job. You're fired." No, he's all three. He's all three. I mean, so. That is his bad. This is him right here. So all those bad moments is a reflection on him because he picked them. There's no other owner that's a general manager in sports except him. No other. So that is his responsibility. He has to take ownership of it, Walter, and you have to let him take ownership for it. I know you love him. I know you believe in him. I know you thinking of the world of him. But I'm gonna say this. I didn't want to say this because it's kind of personal.
That's not that. Yes, you did. You wanted to say it.
Now it's kind of personal because at some point I'm going to appeal to Stephen Jones, Jared Jones Jr., and even Charlotte Jones. It's time to take the keys from Grandpa. I mean, it's time. It's time to take the keys from Grandpa. Listen, you can boo all you want, but we had 3 decades of this now. This mind numbing, not knowing what you're doing, bad judgment, I mean, just yada, 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 yada. And it's time to take the keys from Grandpa. At some point, hey, you know you want to. At some point, Stephen Jones gotta look at his father. I know that's his father. He loved his dad. And he's gotta look at him for what he is. For what he is, as for what he is. He's a grizzly, old, crazy man still trying to stick it to Jimmy Johnson. And that's been since 1995 or 1993. He's still stuck in 1993 thinking, boy, if I can get this Super Bowl, I can finally prove that I'm better than Jimmy Johnson. And he's never going to happen. They have to take the keys from him. Send him on his way. Send him to his grandkids. Or his grandkids having kids. Well, I'm here. Great grandkids, great grandkids, because they moving fast up there in Jonesville. He's got to send them to the porch. He's got to send them to. You know when you talk about sending Mike Zimmer to the porch with his grandkids? Jerry Jones got to get on that same. What does his wife think? Does his wife want to spend her last days, her husband last days, sitting up here trying to
she showed up dead on arrival
and figure out draft boards and stuff like that? Or does she want to spend her golden days with her husband, playing with the grandkids? Taking vacations. God knows what else besides always football. He's got 3 Super Bowls. He needs to pass the torch to his son. Now, do I know what his son is going to do? I don't know. But I would think Stephen Jones would like to know, since Stephen Jones is in his 60s. My goodness. It should be time for him to take over ownership or leadership of the team. He's got an almost 90-year-old man still sitting up there talking about doing deals. At some point, it needs to be talked about that this guy needs, by simple love alone, just love alone, to be put out the pasture. Send on his way. Give him a silver pin, what a golden Rolex, and send him on his way. What have we got with Jerry Jones now? We got a 80-year-old man flipping the bird at fan bases. We got him on Sirius radio cussing up a storm. This is even not the Jerry Jones of a decade ago. That Jerry Jones, he was a tightwater himself, but he at least can trick you to thinking he actually want to win. I just read the tweet. He just told everybody he doesn't really care about winning. If it's not going well, he'll create a story to keep himself and his franchise in the headlines. That's not what a general manager is supposed to be talking about. A general manager is always supposed to be trying to do what's good for the football team, not what's good for the dirt sheets or good for himself. What's good for the football team. And Jerry Jones doesn't care about that. He's like I said before, I stand by what I said, Walter. I stand by what I said. He's a great.
It ain't gonna work, buddy.
It's already worked. He's a great businessman. Great businessman. Not gonna take that away. But he's the worst general manager in sports. And I'm not alone in saying that. Anybody with the brain will say he's the worst general manager in not just football, in all sports. He darn sure is the oldest. We know that he's the oldest by leaps and bounds. And it's time. It's time to send Grandpa on his way. It's time for Grandpa to get out of there. We seen the song, the old song and dance. It's old. We know the ending, and it's not a good one. And it's time for new blood. I don't know what Stephen Jones is going to do. I don't know what he may do. I don't know what Charlotte, but I like to see, because I've seen this. That you know what insanity is, Walter? You know what the definition of insanity is? Insanity is continuing to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome. And that's what we've been doing for 30 years. Doing the same thing, song and dance with this man, expecting a different outcome. It ain't going to happen, Walter. It's not going to happen. I know you can look at your phone and something like you know, but it's not going to happen. He's never going to change. As long as he's running the Cowboys, they will never win the Super Bowl, because how he envisions the Cowboys, our football team, is supposed to be run. It's not how a football team is supposed to be run in the year 2025 going forward. It's 1990. It's not 1995. It's 2025, and he's lost all that, including his mind, at some points in time. That's all, Walter. That's all. That's all. We need to move on.
What the fuck was this, Bruce?
You can sit up here and be angry all you want, and put all the blasphemy, cursing all you want. I'm spitting the truth here. I'm doing what's good for the fan base. It's time we have new direction. Why do you want to keep having this man over and over again, keep lying to you, lying to Cowboy Nation, how he just all about winning, when he just told you, and it's true as for I just read the tweet. He doesn't care about it. He does. If it's going bad, he'll just spend some kind of other media cycle to entertain himself or keep his team in the headlines. Because being in the headlines is all he cares about. That's it. And it's not for football reasons. That's it.
What more do you want from me?
For you to
Poor
leave the Cowboys. That's what's what.
Poor Jerry. That's all he wants to know. What more do you want from me?
For you to leave the Cowboys, for you to retire. That's what. That's what. I done seen you for 30 years. I don't need to see you no more. I don't need to see you no more.
Well, as eloquent as that rant was, it's time to switch gears here because now you need to go for a rant on a different team here in Dallas.
You talking about the world's? You talking about the smallest midget? I mean, good.
As the Dallas Mavericks also played last night, and it did not go well for them either last night as they lost.
It certainly didn't go well for them.
It did not go well for the Mavericks last night.
Yeah, is day-to-day Davis gonna play tomorrow? Yes, he's still out.
No, he's out for. They've announced he's out for about 2 weeks.
Oh, so he's right on schedule. Oh yeah, okay. Because before they said he may miss a couple games. Now he went for a couple games to a couple weeks. Okay. Well, we already knew that. We already knew that day-to-day Davis that was gonna happen. I mean, that's just like you can set your watch to it. Central time. But you can set your watch to it that he's gonna be out. And it's not gonna be the first time he's gonna be out. The Dallas Mavericks are a complete mess. Listen, how can I put this gently? Everybody get your tankathons out. Because you not only gonna be needing that for the Cowboys, you're gonna be needing that for the Mavericks too. This is a team that's mixed match put together. Me and Walter talked about it. It's a team that was built around Luka. And the team they have here is not built and mixed and matched around Cooper Flag. And that comes when you have to get guys up out of here. You got guys in here that are not suited for his talent. And that's okay. But the fact of the matter is, it's a lot of mismatched talent on this team, and it's not working. You have a point guard issue. You have a center issue. You have a shooting guard issue. We documented that over and over again. You got a shooting guard issue with you know who, Mr. Megan Thee Stallion, in his bag. I was happy to see PJ score 20 points on his first 20-point game. He'll probably take him another 5 games to get another 20 because we don't know how his jump shot goes and comes. Apparently, Jaden Hardy is. Did he play yesterday? Because he was in the doghouse the day before, so he played. They played the rookie Sicily in because Dwight Powell was so bad. I guess those NB Powell chants have kind of dissipated since Dwight Powell was getting his lunch ate out so much they had to put a guy who's basically a G leaguer because Dwight Powell couldn't stand up to this. This is just a bad basketball team. 2-5. I feel bad for Cooper Flag. I feel bad for Kyrie. I don't feel bad for AD because I think he is what he is. I mean, he's a good player, but we talked about it. He puts up empty calories, stats. He has no impact on the game as far as I'm concerned. He puts up good stats, but they don't impact the game. He's not a guy you can go to late in the game and hey, go get me a bucket. Derek Lively is injury prone. It seems to be now since he's got paid. So is Daniel Gafford. I mean, how many times he hit the ground? I mean, he went in and out of the line. He went to the back 3 or 4 times last night and back out on the court. Najee Marshall seems to be a shell of whatever he was supposed to be here. Now, Max Christie's pretty. I like Max Christie. He's on the timeline. Brandon Williams, he's on the timeline, but he's a backup in this league. He's not a starter. My boy D'Lo, he went back to being a guy in the second half. That the reason why the Lakers traded him off twice. Yeah, and Cooper Flag, once again, he has his moments, but he just haven't got that niche yet. But he's a rookie. You wait on him, take time for him to get comfortable. He's still talking about he's getting comfortable, trying to get comfortable. So you're okay with it. I'm happy that he's found his jump shot now. Before the first 3 games, he was shooting 23% from 3, and now he's shooting around about 42% from 3. So that's a good improvement. But it's not a good basketball team right now. They're injured and they're just not good. And we got to acknowledge that. As Walt gets he's back on. Unlike what Walt said, the Mavericks are not winning the NBA Cup this season. That would be put to rest pretty quickly. And
I resent that statement. And we are going to win.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No.
Yes, we are. We're getting ready.
No, you're not. You're getting ready to have a quick exit out of that, but it's okay. As we saw last night, the Rockets, just pounded the Mavericks inside. Pause. Hard pause on that. Sengun rebounding was a problem for the Mavericks last night. As it is every night. And me and Thompson just destroyed the Mavericks. I thought he was going to be another Maverick was going to career. He had 20 points for the first time in his career in the first half. So he kind of careered against the Mavericks. The Mavericks sure do like having guys career off of them at some point of fashion.
And don't worry, some of the Cowboys apparently.
Good grief. It just, what's in the water? But KD was got off of shooting the ball, but he found his stroke. Hard pause. In the fourth quarter, right where he needed it. Also hard pause. And he got him going. But the Mavericks fought hard, but they just don't have the guns. When you have to rely on Anthony Davis to be your go-to guy, remember you're gonna have to rely on him for maybe about 50 games, if that, because he can't, because he's gonna stay injured. And now you got Kyrie. You don't know when Kyrie is coming back. People's talking about before the year's up. I'll believe it when I see it. I'm thinking more like January, late January when he gets back. But no Dante Exum. You really miss him on this team because he gives you a two-way player that can actually play point guard also. And man, it's just right now it's just a Coach Kidd don't have enough bullets in the gun to go out there and put a viable team out there to compete and trying to win basketball games. And in the West, it ain't like you in the East. In the West, listen, Every team in there is a good basketball team, even the ones you think are bad. So you got that. It's not even a better look. You just look at the Lakers, and they're 6-2. I mean, they're just winning ball games. So you look at that right there. Luka's averaging 43. So, and then Austin Reeves, the guy I wanted in the trade, he seems to be an all-star this year. So that doesn't help. Oh, fire Nico. Fire Nico. Fire Nico. But yeah, man. It's not looking good. The Mavericks play next tomorrow night. Who the heck they play next? Who the heck they play tomorrow night? We will find out. Dallas Mavericks. Yeah, Dallas Mavericks. Okay, we play the Pelicans
against the New Orleans Pelicans,
who are winless. So the season is on the line. If the Dallas Mavericks can't beat the New Orleans Pelicans tomorrow night, a winless New Orleans Pelicans, then there's no hope for the rest of the season. I will be looking to draft the college. With no Zion, college basketball season has already started. I will be looking to draft the Mavericks. That'll be a 7:30 tip, by the way. Mavericks Pelicans. Mavericks should be able to get that, and then we go on to
today.
Yeah, we go on to the group stage. Mavericks first cup game in Memphis. John Morant probably will play in that game. He had a 1-game suspension. He probably would play in the game just in time to serve the Mavericks up a hot ale on that night. And then the Mavericks on Saturday, November 8th, this coming Saturday, play the Washington Wizards. And before anybody say, "Oh, that's a dub," you said that last time, and some dude I don't even know careered off of him, and the Mavericks got handled at home by those same Washington Wizards. So yeah, man. Then they got the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis hitting game winners in Indiana. He seemed to find his MVP form over the last couple years. So yeah, man, it's a big week. Pelicans, Grizzlies, Wizards, and then next Monday, Bucks, followed by the Phoenix Suns, and then another cup game on Friday, November 14th, at home against the Clippers. So that'd be the first time the Mavericks can show that ugly painted court. First time up for them. Mavericks and Clippers, November 14th. Mavericks at home for that one.
Well, I don't know what's going on with the highlights, man. Something's weird going on, but at least we can go to Coach Key to hear what he had to say about last night's loss. Let's go to him.
Does he have his glasses on?
He does have his glasses on.
Oh, okay. Everything's okay.
Go ahead with what you coach, guys. Just talking to DJ. He said game plan to try to limit Shingle as much as possible. The man give him his opportunities. Just obviously I'm gonna take advantage of the defense you guys are playing.
I missed. I didn't hear it yet. So I think I said it before the game. Everybody talks about his defense, but I think his offense has grown. And, he takes advantage of one-on-one situations. He gets to the paint, which leads to layups or free throws. And so he's definitely improved his game. And the Rockets, the guys on the floor trust he's going to make the right play, and that's what he did tonight.
It was a go 50. I don't think you guys scored after that. Just what did you see offensively in the possessions those last 2.5 minutes or so?
Yeah, I think we had some good looks. We had a lob that turned into a turnover. We had some open looks that just didn't go down for us.
When you're trying to just close games up, Kyrie and AD, what is just the, I don't know, like the approach?
Okay, I don't know what's going on, Kendrick. I'm going to go out and come back in real quick.
Okay. All right, guys. Walter goes out, comes back in. Trying to get the audio or whatever on the side fixed. Like I said before, Mavs, Pelicans, 7:30. That'll be on KFAA. We'll give you pre, half, and post for that one. Remember, the Cowboys do not play this weekend. Thank God. Um, I think we all need a break on that. They have a bye. Um, so next time you'll see them is unfortunate for Troy. He has to call another Monday night game for the Dallas Cowboys. Uh, it's got two these last 2 weeks. Oh, against the Las Vegas Raiders in Vegas. Uh, I would say season on the line, but season's over. Unfortunately, whether Jerry or Walt wants to believe season's over. But going back to the Cowboys, in our show, and then we'll have there'll be no Cowboys games this week. I think Walter will put out my power rankings, um, this coming week. Um, no shocker, uh, Cowboys will not be on those power rankings. And the way it's looking now, they won't be on those power rankings the rest of the year. Uh, but Mavs Pelicans tomorrow, pre-half and post. Mavs Grizzlies Friday, pre-half and post. And yeah, man, we'll give it to you. This has been a tough season, and it's not even halfway up.
Just talking to PJ, he said the game plan was to try to limit Chamberlain as much as possible, leave men, give him his opportunities. Just obviously, I'm going to take advantage of the defense you guys play.
Who I missed. I didn't. Yeah, I didn't hear it yet. So I think I said it before the game. Everybody talks about his defense, but I think his offense has grown, and he takes advantage of the one-on-one situations. He gets to the paint, which leads to layups or free throws, and so he's definitely improved his game. And the Rockets, the guys on the floor trust he's going to make the right play, and that's what he did tonight.
You look at those free throws that go like 250. I don't think you guys scored after that. Just what did you see offensively in the possessions those last 2.5 minutes or so?
We had some open looks that just didn't go down for us.
And when you're trying to just close games without Kyrie and AD, what is just the I don't know, like the approach have to be?
Pieces, but we got some great looks. We're not shooting the three extremely well, but again, we had some looks that normally go down for us. At some point, they will this season. But again, the game plan of attacking the paint and spraying the ball was at a high. I thought we played well against the zone. I thought PJ did an incredible job when they played zone. So a lot of positives. We just got to keep fighting.
How much of a factor was you had rebounding tonight, and how do you change that much more?
Yeah, everyone has got to be a committee. We can be small at times, and so we got to come in. Everybody has to box out. In this league, everybody crashes, so we got to do a better job rebounding the ball.
PJ talked about benefiting against the zone, but what in particular did you see from him tonight to have a season high?
Yeah, I think being able to play in the middle and play make. He took advantage of the zone, being able to score, and then being able to get to the free throw line. I thought again he played both sides. He's playing. We're asking him to guard everybody. He's doing it, and then we're asking him to score on the other end. He's doing it.
Okay, all right. I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now, Kendrick?
All right, gotcha. I
Yeah, I
know
don't know
y'all
what's going.
I'm seeing your lips move, I can hear you. All right,
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. If it's internet connection or what, but something's weird going on.
yeah, just piggyback off that what Coach Kidd said. I'm just gonna pick out the Mavericks. They got destroyed on the boards last night. We talked about it, 54-40 on the boards. Rockets also had 15 offensive rebounds. That can't happen. And we talked about they got once again the Mavericks get manhandled, giving up 62 points in the paint. Sengun and Amin Thompson were just monsters and getting wherever they wanted off in there. And we talked about it. I mean, even having Daniel Gafford didn't help. I mean, my God, Daniel Gafford spent more time on I mean, he was back to being Dan Gafford. He was on the floor more than he actually was rebounding the ball. I mean, he got injured again a couple times. So, like I said, the Mavericks are in a bad way. Right now, they're too injured. And to do anything, I mean, they're just too injured right now. In all the key spots, and the guys are stepping up, just ain't stepping up. Um, looking at this box score once again. I mean, people think I'm picking on them, but I mean, it's easy to pick on when somebody's playing this bad. Klay Thompson, 18 minutes, 5 points. 1 out of 8 from three, 2 out of 9 from the field. I mean, the boy shot 13% from three. I mean, the splash is gone from this. Like I said before, Daniel Gafford just 25 minutes, 14 points, 4 rebounds. But he did have 3 blocks in the game, but like I said, he was playing injured. Max Christie, like I said, I like this kid. He had 17 points in the game. He shot the ball really well. Dwight Powell, he didn't do a doggone thing. Caleb Martin, nothing. 5 minutes worth of nothing. Najee Marshall, 22 minutes. He was a -2. He's 4-11 from the field, 1-4 from three. He can't shoot straight, as Coach Kidd always said. Only had 9 points and 2 assists in this game. D'Lo, he did have 12 assists in this game off in 10 points, but he also shot 1 of 6 from three and 2 of 10 from the field. That's not gonna get it done right there. And trying to look at it, yeah, that poor of a shooting night, that's not gonna get it done. We got a ball in here. And B Will, not a good game. He had a couple of bad turnovers in this game. Just 2 points. Didn't shoot the ball well. I guess he didn't take shots. He's 1 or 2 from the field overall. And Jaden Hardy, well, I say he had 8 minutes in and out of the doghouse right now. The only bright spot for the Mavericks with PJ Wash, he had 29 and 12. Good numbers. Didn't shoot the ball real good, but he was aggressive in this game. He went to the free throw line 10 times, but he was 6 of 10, so that's 60%. So that wasn't good at all. Cooper Flag, Swag, 12 points,
Swag
5 boards,
Dallas.
2 assists, 1 steal. 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 3 from three. He's a -9 in this game. I'm trying to look at his turnovers. Once again, another high turnover game. He had 4 turnovers in this game. So can't have that. But yeah, like I said, Tariq Eason, he was a beast tonight. He had 15 points in this game for Houston. Kevin Durant had 21 points. He didn't shoot the ball great, but he shot it great late. Sengun was a beast. Sengun 26, 11, and 6 rebounds in this game, just dominated inside. And Amin Thompson had 20 points in the first half. This is a guy who can't shoot the ball, but he finished up with 27, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. 11 of 18 from the field. Most of that was drives inside. 1 of 3 from three. 4 of 7 from the free throw line. Letting him just get off tonight and last night, and just no answer for Houston size, especially when you missing AD and Derek Lively out there. And Houston took full advantage of that size as they drip the Mavericks inside. Pause, hard pause on that. Well,
Well, thank you, Kendrick. Let me see. Can I get this one more shot?
Psychology of the frustration that comes with the shooting struggles and the offensive struggles.
Yeah, you just gotta keep playing. You gotta keep taking the shots. You gotta keep making the right plays. And no matter make or miss, if you make the right plays, good things will happen. And I thought we made a lot of good plays down the stretch. We just couldn't get the stop or we couldn't make the shot. And it happens. And so we just gotta stay together, keep working, and we're gonna be in that situation a lot this season. So hopefully we can learn from this and get ready for New Orleans.
Cooper had a really good half in the first half. Just what do you see change for him during the second?
Yeah, I think for Cooper, it was just, the ball was finding PJ, and he took full advantage of the situation. I thought Cooper played a great game trying to, on both ends, and offensively, he's just trying to make the right plays. And so down the stretch, I thought he made some of the right plays. Unfortunately, PJ's going, and then D'Lo has the ball, and you trust that he's going to make
It does for Cooper and his teammates when he kind of, has a collision, gets a little bit banged up, but still finishes the game with a strong.
He's a tough kid. He's fighting, with the shoulder injury. So
I'm guessing that's probably the best we're gonna get tonight. I don't know what's going on, but
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, that's just a recap of what happened last night and tonight. And of course, Kendrick, I think Kendrick already alluded to it. We're gonna be back tomorrow night.
Yeah. Mavs tails.
Oh my God. And he says the season's on the line because if we can't beat the Pelicans, then
Without Zion, you can't beat the Pelicans without Zion. There's no reason to play the rest of the game. You can get about the NBA Cup. You ain't winning that. You can't beat the Pelicans without Zion Williams.
True that. All right, man. So we'll be back tomorrow night. When the Mavs take on the Pelicans. But until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars. Always do what's best for business. If we don't see you around, then we'll see you around live tomorrow night when the Mavericks take on the Pelicans.
Yeah, man. We'll see you tomorrow night. Hey, Cowboys, Mavs, Rangers, Stars, and Wings fans. It's me, Kendrick, here. I know the season may not or may be going exactly how you want it or not. But hey, like and subscribe to all those bFb DFW content to see me. I mean, forget about the other guys, because I'm the real star here. But hey, if you want to see Walt, Shams, and Vosh, that's okay. It's okay. But remember, it's all about me. So still, like and subscribe for, me and the other guys. Okay.